What exactly does financial literacy and intelligence means to you? Over many years of data collection, data analytics, data leveraging, and data mitigation, we have come to recognize that there are four important concepts that you need to learn, apply, and master in your financial literacy journey. In today's broadcast, I will do a deep dive into those four important concepts that you need to learn, apply, and master when you want to win with money. But just before we get into today's program, I must say that this program comes to you with a kind compliment of the Bestseller Portal. And to know more about the Bestseller Portal, I encourage you to go to the website, which is bestsellerportal.org, to learn more of this unique platform. Now, on this platform, you will get books. For example, if you're in business and you need to learn the fastest way to cash flow your business, you can go to this website and you can get that book. One of those books that you will learn about is titled Master the Sales Communication Process. Now, this book will really help you to understand the MVO. The MVO is your minimum viable offer, most viable offer, and maximum viable offer. Why is this concept so important? Because of the fact that you will learn the smartest way to go to market to cash flow optimize. All right. So I encourage you to get this book because it's going to transform the way you see business, the way you do business, and how much you win in business. Along with this, when you go to the website, you will also get greetings cards for all occasions. So whether it's a birthday party or you have a husband or a wife or your girlfriend or boyfriend, you have all of those cards there. So I do encourage you to go to that website, take a look at it, and then come back and tell me how do you feel about it. Now let's get back to today's program. And today we're talking about what exactly does financial literacy and financial intelligence means to you. Now, over many years of research and applying systems, we have grown to appreciate four important concepts that you want to learn and apply and master in your journey to attain financial independence. Concept one, we talk about financial instruments and what exactly is financial instruments. We look at that just now. Concept two, we talk about your ability to access capital because it's not enough to know, it's equally important to know how to access those instruments to move your vision forward. Concept three is the smart way to leverage capital. You see, you may understand financial instruments to an extent, you may be able to access capital, but guess what? You may not fully understand smart ways to leverage capital because what we are seeing is that the majority of people that are getting access to capital, you end up leveraging capital as a liability instead of an asset. So the fourth concept here is to understand how to mitigate capital. So these four important concepts is what's going to help you to win. It is in debt mitigation. You really understand how to manage your debt life cycle. It is in debt mitigation. You begin to understand how to reduce the cost of capital. It is in debt mitigation. You're better able to control a number of issues in relation to the finance that will help you to build wealth faster. And I look at some of that quickly in a while. But let's get back to the very first concept. The very first concept is you spending the time to learn, apply, and master financial instruments. And what do I mean by financial instruments? Well, money comes in many forms. You have debt, you have equity, you have credit, you have creative financing, and you have smart money lending or hard money lending. Now, it is your understanding of this variety or menu of capital that will put you in a much better position of strength as a rising star in business. With this, you're able to now select from debt, equity, and credit and make smarter business decisions. All right. The second concept that I want you to think about is capital access. You see, we have seen that many persons, they have heard about debt and equity and credit and creative financing and hard money lending. You've heard about it. But hearing about these instruments does not necessitate that you know how to access them. You know, accessing capital is another essential part of your financial literacy journey, your financial intelligence journey. Because if you don't access, you may struggle with your business idea, with your vision, not for days, weeks, or months, but you may struggle for years and possibly decades. Yes, decades. I've seen this happen a whole lot. The third concept that you want to learn, apply, and master is how to leverage capital. Again, we have seen so many persons getting access to capital, but they fail in terms of how they leverage the capital. So instead of you leveraging capital as an asset, you leverage it and it becomes a liability. And this in most cases causes you stress and sleepless nights and really raises your blood pressure, and that's not something that you want to have happen to you or anyone. The fourth concept that you need to learn, apply, and master is capital mitigation, and I did spoke about that early on, but let me get just a little deeper into what I mean by capital mitigation. In this regard, we are talking about your ability to manage your debt life cycle. Now, your ability to manage the debt life cycle is going to also enable you to reduce your debt cost. All right, we're not going to get into all the technical ways and how you can do that, but I'm saying to you, it's quite possible because we have done this a number of times. It is also, with the ability to mitigate debt, it's going to also position you to cancel that debt much earlier. And the ability to cancel that debt much earlier is going to also help you to access another important concept here, equity leverage. Because now you are debt free, you have more equity, and with more equity, you have greater financial leverage. So I must do a disclaimer. This is not financial advice. When you come to us, we'll then work on that financial advice aspect of things, because you still need to make a decision if you're going to focus on debt cancellation or capital leverage. You have to be able to weigh the two. So I really trust that you would have learned a lot from today's nugget about financial intelligence, financial literacy, and the 4 important concepts that you should spend time studying. You need to understand financial instruments, how to access financial instruments, how to leverage capital in the smart way, and how to mitigate debt. Go to your financial advisor and they should be able to help you understand this. In the absence of this, I do encourage you to reach out to us. I will be so happy to spend some time talking with you of smart ways in which you could really beef up your knowledge of financial literacy. Again, remember, this program comes to you with the kind compliments of the Bestseller Portal. You can go to the Bestseller Portal, which is the bestsellerportal.org, and learn what we are doing there. Be blessed and see you in the next podcast.